Well, how have you felt so far 2 days in?
Good. I feel really good. Yeah.
Playing well, like everything, all the kinks out and all that stuff?
Yeah, those don't come out the first couple of days. You got to knock the rust off. It's 6 weeks of just like training in the weight room and running, not really working on a lot of football stuff. That'll get you a little rusty, so just trying to knock the rust off. Feel good.
I asked you about this yesterday, but to be able to be out there and not in pain, how does that just change your outlook about everything?
But you can focus on your technique more because you're not worried about protecting yourself. You open your game to a lot more, especially pass rush wise. You don't have to worry about if the center comes and hits you in that right side, I'm going to lose the feeling in that right arm, so I got to protect it. So when you can really work your pass rush moves all the way through, it changes your game.
Vance had mentioned that some of the vets, you don't have to hurry right now. You can take your time getting ready for when you need to be ready.
Yeah. You come out here. That's what practice is for. That's the one thing you have to work on things that you're not good at. You have to practice like in pass rush. I'm trying things that I'm not good at, so that when game time comes, I can start working on stuff and I master those crafts. And with the fans being out here, sometimes people are like, well, I don't want to try something new because I don't want to get beat. But that's part of it. You have to get used to trying that stuff and take your time and work the moves and work your technique every single day to get better at master your craft. You have to do that kind of stuff. You have to take your time and really, you can't rush anything. This is a marathon. The season's a marathon. Training camp's a marathon. It all takes time. You have to take it day by day, snap by snap, rep by rep, like that.
You've been a guy that's had the experience of training with Lauren Landau. What does he bring to the Broncos for those that don't know?
I mean, it's multiple things. It's not just like a one certain thing he brings. He brings an attitude. He brings he's really good at building a team as far as in the weight room, getting that camaraderie and letting the players lead and, giving you a reason why you're doing the certain things that you're doing and telling you what benefits you're going to get from it. It's not just like, well, let's just go in here and grind and then that's it. He tells you why you're doing it. So then that makes you work harder because you're like, oh, I do want to be good at that. I want my first step to be better. So I'm going to do this this movement as well as I can and as hard as I can. So, he does a really good job at that. He does a really good job of just being there for you when you need somebody to talk to, just somebody to sit around and BS with. He's good at doing that. He's just an all-around. He's a great guy. And then his philosophies are, I don't think anybody in the country compares.
Derek, what have you seen from Quinn McDonald now that he's back out there, and what do you think he can add to the role?
Oh, he's a great player. He not only leadership, but he's got the quick twitch. He's strong. He's strong as an ox, man. He's, we trained all off season together. I was like, normally I don't see a lot of guys that I'm like wow, that give you that wow. But he's really strong. Like it's impressive how strong he is. And I think he's going to give us that, just a lot more depth. It's almost like an Antonio Smith. That when we had Antonio, but he's you wouldn't think he was in year 10 by the way he moves. You really wouldn't. You'd think he was 5 or 6 year guy.
What have you noticed any improvement on the offensive line you're going against?
Oh, absolutely. Those guys. No offense, but last year it was kind of like we get by them at will. Now it's like. You're not getting a clean win in one-on-ones. You're not going to get a clean win. You're going to have to fight for it. So they're getting so much better. They got depth and they're playing as one. They get along. They like each other. They care about each other. So that's huge. And you've seen we've gone 2 days in a row without a fight. That says something, right? That says something.
What's the matter?
I think we're just playing good, clean football. Nobody. You beat somebody and they drag you to the ground or something. You don't have to fight them now. If somebody blocks you, they blocked you. So.
Do you think some of that confidence comes from Case, the way he plays and the way he kind of runs the show?
I think that, and I think that their coaching is really good this year. I think their techniques getting, they're doing things that I haven't even seen before. So, it's making us better too. So, I'm happy about it.
Aside from for a second, he had 5.5 sacks last year. Can he teach something in the pass rush?
Oh, absolutely. That's why he's got so much quick twitch, and his motor doesn't stop. Like he just keeps going and going and going until he gets there, and that young guys see that and they pick up on that.
Aside from staying healthy, what do you want to see from this team over the next 2 weeks?
I'd like to see us get in really good shape to where that when we play in the first game, that it's clear how much better shape we are than everybody else. That we can play four quarters and beyond, and I want to end the games and have given my all and still be like, oh, I could play another quarter. That's how I want us to be. I want this whole team to be that way, where we always have that extra quarter and a half left after the fourth quarter.
Are you noticing with the team, though, that extra hunger and motivation for missing the postseason and back-to-back seasons that everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, everybody's competing out here. The competition is so much greater than I've seen in the past few years between everybody, every position. Everybody's trying to get better and make each other better. And then if you do beat somebody in a one-on-one or something, they'll come back and they'll coach them up on what they did, what I saw to make me win that, what you need to do to make sure I don't work that move again, So it's creating great competition while helping each other get better at the same time.
Derek, do you think when it's your group that there's more of a sense this year that you're kind of being overlooked? Everybody talks about the edge rushers and the cover corners and the defensive line, especially the interior guys, are kind of being overlooked, whether it's national or local, and you feel you might be the strength of the team as a position group, or one of the strengths.
We don't even need to talk about that, because that'll just jinx us, because we know what we are, we know who we are. You know what I mean? We don't need the accolades. I've gone this is my 7th year. I don't have a single Pro Bowl. But I've been one of the best run-stopping defensive ends in the league for all of those years. So one of the best 3 techniques as well. But I don't really care about all that stuff. To me, all I care about is if we win. I want to win. If we don't win and I make a Pro Bowl, then I don't care. You know what I mean? I want to win, and then I don't want to have to go to the Pro Bowl because I want to be in the Super Bowl. So I could care less about all that. We don't. That's the thing. In our room, we don't care about all that stuff. It's about us. We care about us, and we want each other to succeed. We want to see each other. I want to see Adam get a sack. I want to see Domital get a sack. I want to see Clint get a sack. We want to see each other dominate. I want to see Shelby play good. That's what we want. That's what we want.
You mentioned no fights out there today, but how do you instill kind of nastiness and aggressiveness in this defense through camp and into the season? And as a leader, how do you do that? How do you help that process?
You do it between the whistles, and you don't let. I'll tell you, since I've gotten married, I've learned how to just I pick and choose my battles.
Smart man.
I just you can't every little thing. You can't take everything personal. So just because somebody held you doesn't mean he's just trying not to let you get to the quarterback. So. I don't need to get mad and fight him for it. I just beat him next time around. I find a way to beat him without getting a 15-yard penalty. So
What does humble but hostile mean to you?
we're not looking for a fight, but if you want to fight, it's on. That's pretty much all it means.
Is that new?
Yeah, I just got this one. But it's something that a good friend of mine used to say to me, and he said, "Be humble, but be hostile." So always be humble, always be nice, but when it comes time to turn it on, just know that flip can be switched.
How important is engagement for on the field and off the field in terms of training camp?
Engagement? Engagement with what?
Well, Vance mentioned that it's important to stay engaged, keep engaged
Oh, yeah.
on the field and off.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be, training camp is, you have to keep yourself in this bubble where, it's okay to see your family and stuff, but you have to be engaged and you have to be, nothing but football matters right now. And that's the sacrifice that we make. We have to sacrifice time with our families, time with our anybody, time with just our regular life. We have to sacrifice that because this is our life now. For till February, this is our life. So nothing else really matters except this. And it's really important to develop that during training camp, to stay engaged in meeting rooms. Walkthroughs need to be top notch. There can't be any goofing around. You got to learn how to work and have fun at the same time. And you do that by being engaged in what you're doing. If you're goofing about something that has nothing to do with what we're doing, then you're not engaged. So he's right on that. You have to stay engaged in the game the whole time.
Derek, even early in camp, do you sense some quiet confidence among the group?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say we know how good we can be, and we know that it's up to us. Only to me, if we just don't beat ourselves, we'll be fine. And that's what we've been doing the last 2 years. We've been beating ourselves with dumb penalties and missed opportunities, stuff like that. So we just have to clean it up, and our offense is going to be a really good. We got a great quarterback, great offensive line, great receivers, great running backs. It's all across the board. We got great players on that side of the ball, and then our defense is going to be as good as we want to be. So we can be as this team can be as good as we want to be, and it's up to us. So it's nobody else's fault but ours if we lose.
All right, thank you, Derek.
Thanks, Derek.